Salutations, Jones Nation. Welcome back to the show. And today we are reviewing Halloween 2018. And just to clarify up front, my dad did not see this movie. He is not into horror movies. So my friend and I, who is into Halloween, we went to go see it.
I just realized it's October. Do you think they released it near Halloween because it's called Halloween?
I knew you were going to say something. Anyways, yeah, so my dad, he's against horror movies. He has two reactions to them. It's either gonna scare him, he doesn't like that, or it's gonna suck and be stupid.
And then which is case is not entertaining either. So
yeah, so either way, it's a lose-lose for him. But I enjoy the occasional horror movie. But with this one, yeesh. Now, up front, I am not a Halloween die-hard fan. I've seen some of the first movie. I've never really seen the rest of the movies. I mean, I've seen clips. That's about it. So I came in, clean slate, ready to see this movie. The best I can say that I know of this is I watched a 30-minute video on YouTube of the history of all the movies. And that's all I know about Michael Myers really going into it, besides a few clips from the first movie. And as a person who is not a fan of Halloween, this did not turn me into a fan of Halloween. And my friend who is a Halloween fan didn't like it. He was disappointed in it. Actually, he was very disappointed in it. And I don't know, it was disappointing, but I can't say it was that disappointing, but it tries really hard to make you upset, especially in the third act. Now, in the first two acts, it's interesting. Everything about Michael Myers is extremely interesting, fascinating. These two podcast journalists are wanting to interview him and get to know him more. All that stuff is very cool. I dig that stuff. And then Michael gets out and he goes on his killing spree. And when Michael is being Michael, lurking in the shadows, these long takes of him picking up a weapon and walking to a house, killing someone, walking out in the same scene, going to a new house, checking through a window. The lady walks up to him, takes a long take of him walking around the house. This is all one shot. And the music in the background, the iconic Michael Myers music, that's good stuff. I enjoyed that. And then the movie takes a left turn when it starts going with all these other characters like Jamie Lee Curtis's granddaughter and daughter. Now, the daughter, I think, was a good job. They explain a little bit about her backstory. Jamie Lee Curtis prepared her when she was a kid in case Michael Myers ever broke out. So she has some PTSD from her childhood and doesn't have a good relationship with her mother. But her daughter has her own little subplot, which has nothing to really do between the revenge story between Jamie Lee Curtis and Michael Myers. And I think that whole part was wasted script. And they tried to build up these characters, but it didn't work.
You weren't even dazzled by the actress that played the granddaughter, were you?
No, I was not. I don't think she did that great of a job. She was okay at best. But the daughter and Jamie Lee Curtis did a fantastic job in their roles. I mean, especially Jamie Lee Curtis. When she was playing on the screen, traumatized, scared, angry, great job. I mean, you actually felt like she experienced this 40 years ago. But for someone who was preparing for 40 years to fight a serial killer if they ever broke out, she didn't do a good job of it in the third act when it actually came down to fighting him. Or, throughout the movie, there's like one or two times they kind of encounter each other for a split second. She'll get a shot off and he disappears. And then like something else like that happened and he disappears. So there's no real fight or anything in the movie until the end, the third act, when they encounter each other. But until then, they don't really have a story, and I don't really get why this whole movie was marketed as a revenge story or like Michael versus Jamie Lee Curtis ultimate battle. It's not really like that. It was just Michael doing his thing, happened to go after her, and eventually he does get to her, and then they have their battle. But the whole movie, it's not that battle. It's just him going on his killing spree.
Yeah, it's funny. 40 years ago, this was Jamie Lee Curtis's big break. This is how she kind of popped to fame. It was a low-budget film, but screaming and looking cute was her strong point back then. And I think it's kind of commendable that she allows herself to look 40 years older and not worry about being glamorous in this. She seems to,
Yeah.
her whole focus of her life seems to have been waiting to get revenge.
Oh, you know, she does a fantastic job portraying this role. Great job. Can't commend her enough for her job. And I mean, the house she lives in, she's got the fence, she's got these hidden elaborate traps in her house, she's got this secret hidden basement. I mean, she looks like someone who experienced a serial killer and was ready for them to come back. All that stuff was cool. How the house was utilized, on the other hand, kind of sucked. But we'll get to that. This movie had all of its acknowledgments to the other films. Like, they had some of their iconic scenes, which I knew about just from hearing it or watching the YouTube video. They have some of their iconic scenes, like him, you know, something happens to Michael and then, ooh, he's gone. Like, you know, that kind of stuff. They harken back to all the traditional, like, cool moments in the Halloween series. You know, they got plenty of those. You know, so they got their fanfare in there for you. But that's about it, where I can say the positives was Michael doing his thing, him and the atmosphere, and all the things that the director gave to the fans. Now where it falls.
Now you were saying that it was you were telling me the comparison between some horror movies rely on jump scares and, you know, flashy effects, and some rely on, you know, slow burn and mood music and things like that. Where did this movie fall in?
This movie had its jump scares. It had a good amount of jump scares, not too many, but they also had the cheap jump scares where what happened on screen wasn't actually scary, but, you know, they have something quickly dashed on screen, loud sound effect, whoa, and it was a bird, or, you know, like, you know, something not important. But I couldn't say this was a slow burn, because once Michael gets out, it gets rolling, and he just starts killing everything in his path. And I mean, watching him do that, like I said before, that's the meat of this whole movie, no pun intended, or pun intended. There was a lot of dead, you know, people and meat.
Ooh, meat.
But once it actually got down to the third act, the slow burn, the jump scares, kind of out the window, and you're supposed to see this action, and it wasn't good. The reason I didn't like the third act that much was because you're gonna be sitting there and you'll be screaming at the screen, "Do this! Why aren't you doing this? You know, shoot him in the face, or, you know, do this. Where are you going? Why are you leaving your hiding spot?" You know, like stuff like that. And I mean, throughout the movie, there's stupid people. You can't avoid that. I guess that's a horror movie trope, and maybe that's a Halloween trope as well. I don't know, but I mean, when it gets into the third act, like, they're inside close quarters house. Michael's in this house with them, and she grabs a rifle as her defense, and they show that she has a gun rack. It's got shotties in it, a lot of shotguns. Exactly. And I mean,
that's the way to go, close quarters. Has anybody played Halo 1? For pity's sake.
Yeah, Michael Myers has the sword, she had the shotgun. You who wins that battle? You're welcome. But I mean, come on, load it up with some 12 gauge, you know, slugs. Load it up and just shoot them. You're right there. No, they grab rifles, bolt action rifles. You know, that's not a good fighting thing against a man who'll come at you with a knife from 5 feet away. Even the first.
Well, you gotta give him a chance to get across the room on you.
Yeah, I mean, this is a guy, you shoot him and he goes, ow, and he keeps coming at you like nothing happened. Give me a big gun to shoot him, and no, they skip all the shotguns. Second, there's moments where they had him knocked out, or, you know, for a split second, you know, he's on the floor, and instead of turning around, rifle bullet to the head, finish him off, no, they run away to set up a more elaborate trap to kill him. And that's the kind of logic in this movie. It's like, why?
Double tap. I mean, bullets are cheap. Anything worth shooting is worth shooting twice.
Especially this guy who you've been wanting to kill for 40 years. You hate him. Your whole life is based around killing this guy. And you get the chance and you go, no, I set up something cool. Let's go do this. Screw the shooting. I just want to shoot you to get you down here. Or, you know, and then boom, elaborate trap. Gotcha. It's like, come on. You know, they really just try to set up this certain moment, and it's just like, no, just do it. Finish it. There's no movies that just get to the point. I love when movies just get to the point. No
Get
BS.
to the chopper.
Just good action. Just kill him. You get a chance, you kill him. And that's how Michael's so successful. People are stupid and he's lucky. And that's how he's lasted this long. Must be, because, man, even people who run from him or attack him, they're just stupid. Just stupid everywhere in this. And actually, toward the end of this movie, I wasn't cheering for Jamie Lee Curtis. My friend and I were like, come on, Michael, get them all. These guys are idiots. Let's kill them all,
Michael.
Kill them all.
So, I may be asking the obvious question, but would you go to see it and pay real money, or are you gonna wait? Would you wait for rental, knowing what you know now?
If you're not a Halloween fan, like you don't know much about it, or you know very little, this is not going to change your opinions on it. This is not going to make you like it, and I can't recommend it to non-Halloween fans. So thumbs down on that department. But if you're a die-hard Halloween fan and you've been waiting for this film, there's nothing that I'm going to say to you to convince you not to see it. It's not awful. And I know there's worse Halloween movies in the series from what I've been told. It's better than those. And, you will have a good time. Michael Myers is great. He's older. And you just, it's just fun to watch him in action. And Jamie Lee Curtis, fun watching her for the first 2 acts. And you'll enjoy that. But I can't say you'll say this is better than Halloween 2 and this alternate timeline is better than, the original timeline. Or, you're going to have to... It depends on your tolerance for bad script writing or stupid people or stupid situations. If that's how Halloween is in the movies, maybe I'm wrong and you guys will love it. But from a regular moviegoer point of view, I would have wrote the script different and made it more intense and actually personal between Jamie Lee Curtis and Michael Myers, because that's what it was marketed out to be.
Well, you know what my favorite part of Halloween is?
Candy.
Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. Rock on, dude.
That was too easy. You gotta come up with better jokes. That was too predictable. He won't go watch a movie, but he'll stand out there and wear a little costume and go get some candy with the kids.
I like giving candy to the kids.
Yeah.
But dress up, kids. I want to see real costumes. Don't just throw some dirt on your face and be a hobo. That's dumb.
And I swear, if you come up to our house wearing Fortnite costumes, you're not getting any candy. You're gonna have to leave.
Oh no!
Except I can't.
Unless you do a Fortnite dance.
Okay, if you do a good Fortnite dance, you get some candy. But if you suck at Fortnite and you suck at the dances and your costume sucks or it's Fortnite, you best just not come. But we're not gonna tell you where we live. So hey. This is to all the people who will never see it. This is a warning to you. Alright guys, if you enjoyed the review, drop a like. If you disliked this review, drop a dislike. Let us know why in the comments. Let me know if you're a Halloween fan. What did you think of the movie, or what do you expect from this movie? What were the other Halloween films like? What are their tropes? And let me know, because I honestly don't know other than some YouTube videos. What do you think, so I can have a discussion with you in the comments? I'm actually very interested. I would love to know this.
We love movies. So hit subscribe and the bell notification
ding, ding,
so that
ding.
you'll know what's going on. And you can also follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Jones Boys Review.
That's right. And until then, guys, adios, nation.
Peace.
Happy Halloween. Don't go out because you'll get killed.
Check for razor blades in your apples.
And don't wear Fortnite costumes.
No Fortnite costumes.
That's how you get more candy. Peace out.